Okay, morning everyone. Welcome to briefing on Saturday the 22nd of April. A little bit chilly out there this morning, sort of down to 2 degrees when I was driving in, but it'll soon brighten up. And the sort of mist and fog we've had in places is essentially down to a very slack area here. Temperatures and dew points have come down together. Pressure's about 1,006. There's nothing really driving through. It's just going to be, when it warms up, it'll slowly clear up. What we've got also in there is this sort of low developed here with the frontal line along it. There's rain sat across the Yorkshire, really, North Midlands and Yorkshire. And as the day goes on, we're just keeping an eye on this little fella down here. Frontal system that's moving in, but weakening all the time. I think it'll get here early evening, but how much rain will be on it, don't really know. The general drift in here is southerly southwesterly, but very light. Farnborough Tafts, they're sort of saying most of the day 183 knots. Other places are showing sort of 200, 220. A few knots, and initially 4,000 meters here with mist. Farnborough was showing 300-foot cloud base earlier, but no significant weather from probably 11 o'clock onwards, so getting better as the morning goes on. And a prob 30 showers and rain. That's just chance of something. Gatwick, which gives you a longer forecast, essentially says getting here late in the day with the change, showers and rain sometime late evening. Upper winds, again, they're fairly light, just southerly drift, southwesterly in the centre of the country, 10 knots, so not strong. Nothing particularly, even at 24,000 feet out here, it's only 15 to 20 knots out to the southwest. There's no jet stream driving the fronts in, they're just slow moving. SatPic this morning shows this line of rain up through here across the Midlands and into Ireland, and this stuff coming towards us. At the moment, it's sort of breaking up. This was a solid bit of rain 3 hours ago, and now it's just breaking up towards us. I don't think we're going to see anything, hopefully, until much later on, and you can see that from the rainfall radar. It starts off 2 hours ago as a line and then just breaks up. We're really keeping an eye on what this stuff down here is doing, down and in here, because this is the stuff that's going to roll towards us later in the day. As I say, we might be unlucky and catch a very isolated shower, but I think it would just be a few spits and spots, nothing serious. Temperature wise, should be a few degrees warmer than yesterday, hopefully. Suggesting 13 degrees there, yeah, 13, 14 probably around here. Dew points, well, currently they're around 5. I'm really sure where they're going to go. If they stay there for the day, then it should be okay. Hopefully, as the morning goes on, gets warmer, mist starts to clear, visibility gets better, and by lunchtime, 1 o'clock, we're looking at cloud base about 2,500 to 3,000 feet, cloud tops. They're saying 7,000 feet there, and a little bit less cloud in the afternoon. 13 degrees, maybe 3,500 feet, cloud tops at 5.5. But quite a lot of cloud in this area. I expect these lines are fairly close together, so it's quite a bit of cloud and lingering more than likely for a while. Top Meteo are showing, well, they're not really picking up the fog and the mist, but they're showing low cloud across the Midlands associated with the front. And then that's sort of 12 o'clock. We're starting to see cumulus and a normal day with some upper cloud as well. And I think some spread out in there by the looks of it. So sort of 5 to 7/8 cumulus in there, and I think they're suggesting around about 3,000 feet. And if you move it on a couple of hours, you can start to see the rain and the showers coming in here. That's sort of 4 or 5 o'clock. They're still at the sort of West Country area, so by 7 o'clock they're heading towards us. So I think it's not deteriorating till very late this evening, according to Top Meteo. Thermal heights. They're suggesting 1,000 to 1,200 meters, so 3,500 feet. And then still working at sort of 2, 3 o'clock. Again, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and you can start to see the rain in the West Country getting to us about 8 o'clock. Suggested flight distance for today, obviously not all that far, a couple 100k out to the north and into East Anglia, away from the weather out to the west. It does seem to be the best area. I don't know how far north you want to go, looking at where the current rainfall is sitting, but not too far. Sky sight. Does agree with that. It suggests by sort of 12 o'clock, thermals going out to 900 to 1,000 meters around Lasham, and then move it on a couple of hours, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, out to the north, 1,100, that's 1,300 meters. So getting up towards 4,000 feet above sea level. And they're suggesting that the sort of rain and showers getting here by sort of 4 o'clock, and then by 6 o'clock it's starting to deteriorate. So their forecast is very slightly different on the timing. Similar sort of picture, timing slightly different. Okay, folks, so should be flyable. Maybe not straight away, but we'll certainly get the kit out and get set up. And it should be a reasonable soaring day from sort of midday onwards, hopefully, for 3 or 4 hours, and then rain later. Timing's a bit unclear just at the moment. Okay, in terms of airspace, not a lot in the Lasham area. Clear around here. The only tiny thing down here is Thorney Island, where they're doing drone testing. Main one is a raw flight out of Kemble, and it's operating at 2 particular times. It's essentially large zone and an airway. So from 1400 to 1455, it'll be operating Class D airspace, and from 1950 to 2030, it'll also be operating similar sort of airspace. It doesn't depict it very well here, but essentially it's an airway that comes out and out to the north and covers the Bry zone as well. And that really is about it. There's 29 is nothing to worry about. There's nothing particularly out to the northwest, or sorry, northeast. So hopefully that's, if anybody goes, that'll be the area they head off in. Operationally, I think we'll probably be on 27 with an offset winch down near 2E for the cater for the very light southerly wind. A fairly normal setup operating on the grass. It should be fairly dry. It's had a little bit of rain this week, but nothing too heavy, and the ground's been drying out quite nicely. Okay, so go and get the gliders out, folks, and I'll see you out there fairly shortly.